Hey, what's up, everybody? We're going to talk about the QuikTrip 500 and my 5 core drivers for the afternoon. And this will be likely how I group in Fantasy Cruncher for MME, and we'll get there in a hot minute as well. Down below in the description section, there's some free content. There are a couple free cheat sheets. We have LOL, soccer, NASCAR, KBO. Everything's coming at you hard and fast this weekend. It's been great. I think this is our 12th cheat sheet. We have our 5th video this morning. It's been very busy. Go ahead and subscribe and hit that like button right here in this YouTube channel so you are always up to date with what is going on and all things rise or fall. Hit me up on Twitter at DFS and Donuts. Let's get to work. All right, the first driver is pretty much going to be a plug and play. I would imagine when I upload my projections here, they are DK weighted. I will be using for large field tournaments, DK balanced. If it's a small field tournaments or I'm creating a single entry or an optimal lineup, I have a video on how to create an optimal lineup based on projections. Go ahead and look through the YouTube video log. FanDuel projections as well, and of course Super Draft. Going to be max entering the $12 over there. Hopefully you see me at the top around your name, I would hope. Now, on DraftKings, Eric Jones is just $6,600. I don't know what happened with the pricing algorithm, but he's going to be 80% or higher owned in my player pool. And if I'm trotting out 150 max, that means I'm going to have probably 130 or so lineups of Eric Jones. And he's $6,600. Doesn't make much sense. He's got some position differential upside here at 14th. If he can go inside maybe top 7 or 8 there, which he has done in the last time they were here. And I would imagine there's some upside here. And it's just the price, man. It's just the price. I don't get it. 6.6K just seems like an absolute steal for a driver that is so good. He's so much better than 6'6". And beyond all the analysis I can potentially give you, this boils down to projections, a value score, and the pricing just being off. And he's a cash game lock. If you don't lock him in cash, you've made a mistake. All right, it's kind of wild. Kurt Busch does not make sense starting in the 12th position, 1,600 plus 1,600 for odds. 9.4K, and his track history here over the last 4 years, he has finished 4th, 7th, 8th, and 3rd, and he has just $9,400. Over on Fantasy Cruncher, there's a really good strategy that I was looking at earlier by putting in Kurt Busch, Martin Truex, and Eric Jones with Brad Keselowski, because they're all under 9.6. And you can plug them in and fade Kevin Harvick, who will likely be one of the higher-owned drivers just due to his current form and his track history here. And if you plug those 4 into a group on Fantasy Cruncher and say, I want at least 3 of these 4 drivers in every single lineup, you have some tremendous upside. And there's some very good cheap drivers this week with Michael McDowell down there at the 36th starting position. There's some talented drivers like Tyler Reddick at 24th with nice position differential. There's enough value where you're able to plug in 4 guys at 8K or higher and still be able to have a great lineup. And Kurt Busch is going to be one of those drivers for me. It's really hard not to like Martin Truex Jr. this week. The track history, 6th, 7th, 8th, 5th, and 2nd. And what do you know? He's starting 11th. That means there's a few position differential upside spots. And he has finished no lower than 8th at this track. It's wild. And while he does not have an extensive history of having the number of fastest laps or laps led, I think him starting so close to the front in 11th here, he has the opportunity to really muscle his way up there. There's a few really good drivers ahead of him. And he will have to contend with some other drivers who have done just great jobs on this track. And when we're looking at Truex Jr., it's been a mixed bag as of late. Over the last 9 races, 4 of them have been in the top 10. The other 5 outside the top 10. So while he's likely a better large field MME option, his price is so cheap to the point where I think if we're looking at his track history, he's a fine cash play. All right, I kind of buried the lead here with Kevin Harvick and just how good he has been, how good he is at this track, and how affordable he is because of all the value that I had alluded to earlier in the video. All right, I think I buried the lead with Kevin Harvick here. He's been so phenomenal. In his last 9 races, he has 8 top 10s, 5 top 5s, and 1 victory. And if we look at the track history, 2nd, 6th, 9th, 1st, and 4th over the last 5 races here. And look at his number of fastest laps. When you sort up here by this column, it's unbelievable. He's been the leader in the fastest laps in 4 of the last 5 races. And when you go back to laps led, he has led every single race in the amount of laps led. Even though he has not won them all, he has the most laps led every time. What? Seems like DraftKings actually got his pricing algorithm correct at 11.7K. He's still going to be in my core, will be one of my 5 highest owned drivers in my MME. And if you're rocking it out in cash games this weekend and you're trying to avoid the MME life, by all means do so. I think Kevin Harvick Jr. is one of those guys you can plug and play if you don't want to do that strategy of plugging in all those 9K to 8.9K drivers. That's totally fine. Last but not least, Brad Keselowski, starting in the 6th position, showing out real well in our points per dollar here. And no matter what projection set you're looking at, FanDuel, SuperDraft, DK, weighted for large field tournaments and balanced for those single entry and optimals, he just looks great, and it's hard not to like him at plus 900 odds. He has won 2 out of the last 3 races here and taken 2nd place in the other one. No worse than 9th over the last 5 races here, and he's done great with number of fastest laps led. He has 6 top 10s in the last 9 races, 4 top 5s, and 2 wins. Brad Keselowski has been an absolute beast, and for whatever reason, he's just 8.9K. They're just making it too easy this weekend. It's going to be a great weekend to MME, so if you want to give it a shot, join me down below, patreon.com/riseorfall, and I do tons of MME content, single entry, cash games, optimals. I have cheat sheets, projections for everything. You're looking at it right here. I have a bunch of stuff similar to this across all sports, and of course, when NHL, NBA, NFL, all those fun stuff, the majors return, PGA next week, it's going to be bumping, and we'll have projections for all of it. And beautiful, clean, crisp sheets just like this, and I hope you like it. I have 106, I want to say, something like that, 106, 107 members in just 20 days. Today was day 20 on Saturday, the 7th of June. Is that right? Nope, 6th. Dad life fog. 20 days, 106 members. Ridiculous. The support has been mind-boggling. I'm humbled that this many people are along for the ride, and I'm just very thankful. So if there's any way I can help you guys out in Discord, please, by all means, reach out to me in the Legends channel. I share any extra type of exclusive content that I can, like prop bets, any types of player pool adjustments. I show some screenshots of my exposure sometimes before I enter my 150 max for people to kind of have something to work off. There's a lot I do there. Hit subscribe on this YouTube channel. Check out the links below if you look at the Monkey Knife Fight promo or Super Draft promo. But no matter what, hit that patreon.com/riseorfall link, and I hope you join us and you are member number 107. A lot to do and a lot to win. Together, we rise or fall.